when I first started using and drinking, like, it was like pretty fun and that, you know, I had fun going out partying and all this, you know. I remember once I travelled to London for point 2 of gear, and that was a 6-hour journey on the mega bus and then catching the tubes and all that crap. And I got to the dealer's house, and I was like, it was in this complex like thing, I couldn't find the flat. And I was like, where are you, man? Like, where do you live and that? And he was like, mate, follow the red dot. And I was like, what are you talking about? And this like red dot shone in my eye. It was like one of those toys that you used to play with cats. He was like, mate, just follow that. So there I was following this fucking red dot in the pitch black. I felt like a cat, like, just following it up to this dealer's house and that. And yeah, I was picked up and that. I went off on one. Got locked out of a uni apartment half naked after drinking a bottle of gin. Crying my eyes out half naked in this bloody uni place. I didn't even go to that uni, I was at someone else's apartment. I once got blackout drunk and cooked myself a microwavable meal, and it had like sausage and gravy and all this. I was a vegetarian at the time, so obviously blackout drunk me decided to wang the sausage across the room, because I woke up the next day, there was gravy everywhere and the sausage had landed like perfectly in the corner of the room. And the amount of times that I fell and missed the seat at the bus stop and just fell flat on my ass, I can't even count how many times that happened. But the reality of this illness is no laughing matter, and I'm here because I couldn't stop drinking and using drugs. So, you know, I tried like my strategies and that, you know, I tried stopping listening to rave music and stuff. I tried to stop watching TV shows like Skins, if you've ever watched Skins, because they use drugs and drink, and, you know, I thought that was the problem. That's why I can't stop, because I'm watching Skins. I tried sniffing instead of dropping because it doesn't hit you quite as hard. I tried living in London. I tried living in Worcester. I tried changing my friends' groups. Obviously, that didn't happen. And, you know, as I was relapsing on good days as well. They weren't just bad days. The sun could be out, I could be having a really good day, and I'm still relapsing and that. So I was trying to find all these things, like, you know, why can't I stop? Could it be the relationship I'm in? Could it be because I had a fight with my mum? Whatever. But no matter what I did, nothing was helping. So I came into the rooms of Cocaine Anonymous, and I thought everyone was just a bunch of Bible bashers, to be honest. I heard the word God and I just shut off completely, because personally I'm not religious. I thought I'd work the steps and then fuck off, basically, or like be able to moderate, you know. So I got a sponsor and I worked through the steps, and I haven't relapsed since coming into the room, so I'm nearly 9 months clean now. Thank you. All it took was accepting that I'm an addict and an alcoholic, and surrendering to my conception of God, whatever that might be. Obviously, like I said, I'm not religious, so my higher power is just like, it's just everything, man. It's just like the unexplainableness of the whole world and that, the spirituality of it. And obviously I had my spiritual experience on step 3. I went to a business meeting on a Saturday morning, and I'd been to a gig the night before in Birmingham, and I stayed in a hotel room, and, you know, I was calling my mum and I was like, I don't want to go to this meeting, Mum, you know, I just want to stay in bed, I just want to chill. Anyway, I went to the meeting and I got a position of meet and greeter, and it was like a light switch moment. I was like, oh, you know, there's other addicts and alcoholics out there like that I can help. And then suddenly everything just changed. Like, I wasn't recovering for myself anymore. I was recovering for the next woman that came into the rooms, so that I could give to them what had been given to me. Sorry, my voice is shaking. I'm really nervous. So instead of thinking about where my next fix was coming from, I'm now thinking of how I can help other people. You know, because I remember my mum saying to me that while I was heavily in it, she used to just go for walks at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning in the pitch black in the winter and that, and just walk on her own and wander the streets, just not knowing what to do, because her daughter was literally dying in front of her, and whatever she tried to do was not working. And you know, now I've just thought, right, posters, let's get posters out about Cocaine Anonymous, so if there's another mum out there wandering the streets because their child or their brother or whatever is doing drugs and can't recover, they might see it and they might be able to find the rooms. I now live a beautiful, clean and sober life, but I'm not sober for myself. I'm clean for the people who need me and the people who want to recover. Because, you know, I came into the rooms, it's free if you want it to be. You know, you can put your money into the pot, obviously, but people just met me with such love, and to see people that had been through similar to me, they've been through different to me, we all had the same problem, and that was what brings us together. Because, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm 20, I wouldn't outside of the meetings be hanging around with like 40-year-old men, you know what I mean? But this mutual problem, it's true. I'll talk about my meeting, that's it. But the mutual problem that we all have has just brought us together, and now I have better friends than I ever had outside of the meeting that were my own age, and I was friends with them for years. They didn't do half of the stuff that my sponsor has done for me, or any of the other people in the meetings have done for me. You know, how could I be here for a future sponsee if I relapsed? And now that's how I look at it. If I relapsed, how can I help the next person? What's my mum going to do? What's my dad going to do? What's my partner going to do? I don't know, man, everything would crumble, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's not for me anymore, because when I first came in, I wanted to recover so that I could, you know, put on a bit of weight so I didn't look quite so dead. It's true. You know, just sort myself out a bit and then moderate and that. And now it's not for me, man, it's for my family, it's for the people around me. It's for the experience that I can now have. You know, we recently came back from Portugal, the Cocaine Anonymous convention in Portugal. And, you know, we were partying and stuff, you know, it was amazing next to the pool. And, you know, when I first came to the meeting, obviously I thought everyone was just like, maybe a bit boring or whatever, because they don't drink and they don't do drugs and all this. But there we were, like, dancing in the sun and stuff, and it was all in the name of helping other people. So many could recover if they had what I've been so freely given. And I'm going to leave it there. I know I've only been talking for 5 minutes, but I'm done.